All right. You
Interesting.
talk about the mission of NAHREP and how it affect or how it benefits probably the realtors and the lenders and the real estate professional group. But what does that mean for the family, for the persons who are like watching us and say like, I'm not a realtor? What does that mean?
For the community, the people, we know that networking now it's a huge thing, and so everybody's posting, right? Every time there's an event, meet and greet, and people think, so, oh, it's a realtor event, or it's a lending event, or what is this? What are they doing? So what's the message to the community?
So we have 4 core events here in Oregon throughout the year. We just recently had our February 20th event where we had a panel present about investment and the importance of investing to build generational wealth in our community. And we have upcoming events. We'll have May 7th in the Medford area. And then we have 2 additional events on August 13th this year, and then October 22nd in the Portland metro area as well. They're all opportunities to network, not just realtors or lenders, but just entrepreneurs.
So that means that NAHREP is not closed for realtors and lenders.
Correct.
No, it's very much open to entrepreneurs, right? If you look at our Latino community, a lot of us have our own businesses. I myself have multiple businesses. I'm sure you guys have them as well. So just being able to educate our real estate professionals is one way, but there's also that lateral connection to our entrepreneurs who do want to learn how to be able to take their money and invest it, or how to work together, right? There's a lot of businesses that we have that are lateral to real estate, whether it could be landscaping, construction companies. People are starting to have cleaning companies. There's so many different levels of business, and it's important to be able to network and connect and grow your business that way too. So it's not just for professionals in real estate, but the lateral, like who else can come, and home inspectors have been a really great value to our network for membership, because I might not know a very well home inspector, but maybe Sumara does, and hey, I have this connection for you. And so now we're building a network within the network itself.
That means we were having a conversation before we started recording about pasteleria. How do you say that? Pastry?
Bakeries.
Like,
Yeah.
Can you explain us how there is a lot of businesses that can be benefit of this?
Oh yeah.
So bakeries, for example, they're not necessarily directly connected to realtors, lenders, the real estate industry, but as realtors and lenders, we participate in events such as open houses. And so for that type of event, we look for businesses that provide things that we can use, right? So pastries, cookies, cupcakes, whatever it is.
Closing gifts, birthday gifts.
Yeah.
Have you ever made an open house? What is the craziest thing that you have brought for your clients on an open house?
I've done cupcakes.
Yeah. You have done the cupcakes.
Yeah.
She baked the
I
cupcakes
probably ate, like,
at
most
the
of
open
them.
house.
She said she baked the cupcakes
So it smelled
with her
really
own
good.
Yeah.
trees in it.
We actually had an open, like a office opening, and I reached out to a baker that did custom cookies, and so she made cookies with our company
those are
logo.
really cute.
Yeah,
that's really
company
cool.
logo. We had our company logo at the event, and so people appreciate things like that, and we like to kind of expose our small business owners that need the support, and we can offer that for them.
Carlos, we heard that you are a tailgater here, so why do you think that you want to join the NAHREP?
Well, I mean, these ladies made it very clear that it's an amazing opportunity to meet people from all backgrounds, and you guys and we can all help each other out. I mean, it's essentially what it is, helping each other grow. So the way I like to summarize it is we're for the community, by the community, and that's exactly what I feel NAHREP is doing. So why wouldn't we want to be a part of that and grow with them?
So if someone that it's a lender says, I wouldn't want to be a part of, a group of more lenders, I'm not going to get business from there, what will you tell them?
I would ask them why they think that. I mean, we work directly with agents. Agents are, they're our best friends. On a personal level and a professional level, why wouldn't you want to nurture that? So I feel like it would be my duty to try to sway them to at least go to an event and see what it really is.
You heard that alarm, Xiomara? That's the moment that we have for our own sponsors. Ready? How we practice. Oh, if you're hearing this is a moment that you can sponsor. Okay.
Thank you, Maribel.
I like to touch a little bit more onto your question. There's business for everyone. So I feel like if you come with that mindset, like, you're not going to get the value out of it. But if you go in and, you network with people, you don't know, maybe a couple months after you'll get a referral from someone. I mean, it's a personal experience that happened to me. I met someone at a NAHREP meet and greet, and they sent me a client, and, we closed. Yeah.
So you might tell at the beginning that we are realtors, and we are like in a email thread that it has a lot of other realtors like saying all the time, hey, we want a mover, we want a cleaner, we want whatever. There is like all kind of things that people ask for that I think that
Contractors.
Going back to what you're saying, that a lot of people who is going to be benefit from obviously the closest to the real estate profession is going to be like more business, but there are a lot of opportunity as you were saying.
Yeah, a lot.
Can somebody you explain us? Yes.
I think something that Shirley mentioned before we started was when she, before she joined NAHREP, she was very shy. And so something that has helped her is to just come out of the shell.
Yes.
No, and you don't know, now she's like the social media.
She is the
like,
social
whoa.
media
Her
girl.
confidence level shot through the roof. Yeah.
So if anyone wants to join her in the committee, are you in the hiring process?
I am. I actually am.
This is one of the things. Now it's all about businesses growing. We know that the Latinos we are the ones that are in the 5th place. We're moving this country, and networking is got to be our number one move.
Yeah.
And if you're not out there, you're not doing your job. Yeah. And like she said, it was like, a big thing. And if you can get something like that to help you're in the winning side. For me, it was making the move to a different company, and it was a big eye opener. And that was a gain for me.
Yeah.
Moving to a company that, made me shine and made me see that networking was a must.
Yeah.
And that's how I see some of you guys' events, because I don't go to all of them. If not, I would say all of your events.
Yeah.
Right.
But networking for everyone. I mean, if a bakery can make it, anyone can get something out of it.
Yeah.
Well, plus we know that word of mouth is always stronger than any type of marketing.
Exactly.
So the more people that know you and your business and they can vouch for you, that's free advertising right there.
Yeah, and that's a great point, because a lot of our community, they trust in us, right? You start building that relationship. So they're going to go to you and ask you, who do you recommend? Who can I go to? Who can help me? And so you're the expert, and you're like, oh, I met Sumara. I met Shirley. They can go ahead and help you and take care of you. And you feel confident because you've already made that connection. You already know more about their personality, and okay, they're a good fit for this person, and just hand off. It's a great way to grow your business that way.
I've actually had I've had the opportunity to go to regional and national conferences where at first I was like, I'm kind of investing in this travel to other states to meet people from different areas. How is that going to benefit my business here in Oregon? Well, I've connected with professionals in San Diego, Vegas, Seattle. And so that has brought the opportunity for referral business from other states because people move. And so I've gotten a lot of referral business from other areas to the point where I've expanded my licensing. And now instead of being just licensed in Oregon, I'm licensed in Washington, California, Idaho. And so my business has grown to different states because of the connections that I've made.
Yeah. I've had the opportunity as well to be able to close families and help families move and relocate to Medford of all places. Or like, oh, I know I met someone, in Las Vegas. I met someone in San Diego and they're in Medford. So can you help them? And a lot of times not a lot of people travel to the national or regional events. So they like, Maida, can you help my client? Absolutely.
Do you
I'll
see other type of industry on those nationals events?
Oh yeah, it's really big. Right now, there's different. How would you say it? Like there's different pockets of professionals. So you have the sports industry, right? Latinos in sports. Yes.
Wow.
So there's a study out there. Gary Acosta is really big on getting demographic information. And so one of them is us as Latinos like our entertainment, whether it's concerts, sports. It's very well attended and it's by our community. And so it's just bringing to light a lot of the Hispanic professionals in the sports industry. That's just one avenue that is now being brought into our national and regional events. And then you have the entrepreneurial side of it, right? So a lot of people who maybe started in real estate now have their own insurance companies, they have their own escrow companies, and they're sharing how they were able to pivot to other income streams. So it's not just about owning a property to build generational wealth, but what other avenues of income can you create so then you have your money working for you, because we're taught that you have to work hard for your money.
Yes.
But we have to change that narrative and see how our money can work for us.
That's very important that you